COOs seize the helm in real-world sustainability. At Climate Week NYC 2025, the discussion shifted away from broad pledges and toward execution. Leaders emphasized that sustainability must be embedded in operations if businesses are to deliver measurable results. The focus has shifted decisively to speaking the same language, aligning targets and taking concrete action, said Roel van Poppel, Chief Sustainability Officer at OFI. This shift aligns with Forrester's predictions 2026 Environmental Sustainability, which warns that organizations treating sustainability as a branding exercise will struggle, while those integrating it into operations will see competitive advantage. From ambition to urgency, executives acknowledge that waiting for perfect policies or frameworks is no longer realistic. We all know that we can't wait for the perfect solution, the perfect regulation, the perfect process, said Anna Terrell, Chief Sustainability Officer at Decathlon. This urgency is driving COOs to the forefront. Many of the tools that reduce emissions, from process optimization and energy efficiency to supply chain redesign, fall within the COO's purview. As organizations are pressured to show year-on-year progress, operations leaders are becoming critical sustainability strategists. Supply chains and natural capital speakers also highlighted the link between climate and natural resources. We know that we cannot solve the climate crisis without protecting nature. It affects our food supply chains, our full ecosystems, and our future resilience, said Karen Flug, Chief Sustainability Officer at IKEA. For companies with global supply chains, this makes biodiversity protection and resource efficiency an operational imperative, not a peripheral initiative. Food and consumer goods firms in particular face direct risks if ecosystems are degraded, meaning procurement and logistics, both COO responsibilities, now sit at the heart of sustainability strategy. Policy, business, and daily life. High-level leaders reinforce the need to bridge policy, business, and society. Connecting the cabinet rooms closer to the boardrooms to the living rooms is how we supercharge climate action, said Simon Steele, UN Climate Change Executive Secretary. This call reflects the COO's role in translating ambitious national and corporate goals into tangible, operational outcomes. From managing facilities to integrating renewable energy, COOs are uniquely positioned to close the gap between climate commitments and delivery. Asia pushes for implementation. Momentum is not limited to the U.S. In Asia, where supply chains account for much of global emissions, sustainability leaders stress the need for deployment over promises. At Bangkok Climate Action Week, the message was clear. The time for grandiose promises and announcements is over. We now need action and implementation. With increasing regulatory requirements, from EU import standards to emerging disclosure mandates in Hong Kong and Singapore, Asian companies face heightened pressure to deliver. This positions COOs as the natural drivers of compliance, resilience, and emissions reductions across complex regional operations. Toward authentic value creation. The tone of Climate Week reflected a move toward credibility and tangible impact. The discussions were smaller, authentic, and action-oriented. The themes of driving value creation and collective action continued to emerge and evolve, said Ann Tracy, Chief Sustainability Officer of Colgate-Palmolive. For companies, that means value is increasingly measured not by the ambition of climate pledges, but by the efficiency gains, resilience strategies, and measurable emissions reductions that COOs deliver. The COO as sustainability vanguard. As sustainability expectations intensify, the COO's role is shifting from operational support to strategic leadership. Efficiency, resilience, and compliance are no longer side benefits. They are the foundation of credible sustainability outcomes. With regulators demanding transparent data, investors prioritizing measurable results, and customers watching for authenticity, COOs are now seizing the helm of sustainability, not by choice, but by necessity. You've been listening to Sustainability Soundbites presented by E+E Leader. For partnership opportunities, reach out to a member of our team.